is going on, guys? Jared here from the Figure Bros, and today we are taking a look at the reissued SH Figuarts Piccolo from Dragon Ball Superhero. Now, you know me, Dragon Ball is usually Phil's thing, but what can I say? I see a cool looking figure, I buy the cool looking figure, and subsequently I review the cool looking figure. So, let me know what you guys think of this figure down below. I'm sure you Dragon Ball diehard fans already have it or have another variation of Piccolo, but I think that this reissue will make it a little more accessible to those fans who don't. I think that's a great thing. So let me know in the comments down below if this is something you're after or if you're just along for the ride. So without further ado, let's get him out of the box and take a closer look. So as usual, we're going to go ahead and start off with the articulation. Starting with the head and neck, there's a double ball joint in there, but it's kind of weird. It's actually a hinge ball joint. So you do get that double joint in this. You get it pretty good here. You can look down that far, up that far. Now he does get some side to side, but you could probably get a little more side to side if you tilted that part properly. Yeah, there you go. See what I mean? It's like a wrist joint almost. That's interesting. But hey, it works, so I don't really mind. Who am I to say? Now, definitely one of the strong parts about this figure is his butterfly joint, because holy crap. He's like a whole damn butterfly with that. Look at how far that can go. I mean, that can stretch across his entire chest. That's awesome. Now, we're not going to talk about this huge gap that's made back here, but still, that is great movement there. His shoulder piece of his gi here is articulated too, so you can move that around. Of course, you do get the regular bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, ball hinge at the hand, so you can go whatever way you'd like. Torso, you get some decent movement here. Not a ton of movement downwards, but you get a whole lot backwards, so that's good. I wonder why it won't go. Actually, okay, so I think I see. You got to move it down here first, and then down. And you definitely get more movement there that way. So that's cool. Again, just like the butterfly joint, he is the whole freaking thigh split here. Holy crap. He does a great job. That's awesome. You can kick up really far. That's one thing I really like about Dragon Ball Figuarts is how much effort they put into like clothed figures. Because normally, from other lines, you'd just be kind of screwed. Like you want to get a double joint out of that from like another line with clothing sculpted into the figures, but you do here, and that's nice. So you get a ton of movement there, which is great. The only place that's a little limited, more limited than I like, is the ankles. You don't get a ton of ankle rocker, but I think you can actually finagle it and get a little more. Yeah, you don't get a ton. You do get some upwards. You get a toe, of course, and some backwards, but that's probably the only spot where it's just not great. But otherwise, it's still pretty good overall. I mean, that's the only weak point is down at the feet, and that can be arranged. Let's talk about his accessories. You do get a few here. You get an alternate head where he's a little more angry. That's very nice. And all these antennas are pretty soft plastic, so I don't think you'll break them off at least too easily. You do get a yelling head, which is fantastic. Looks like it came straight out of the anime. Very cool. You do get 2 pairs of hands, and then 1 extra hand. You get a pair of these ability grasping, splaying hands. You get a pair of the super splayed out hands. I assume for one of the many Dragon Ball power moves that I do not know, because I am, well, I'm just not as educated or as smart as you guys. And then, here we go. I know he fires a beam with this hand. I just have no idea what it's called. Jared, obviously, it's the special beam cannon. Jeez, it's like you don't even know what you're talking about. But I'll probably put some clips in here to show that I at least kind of know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that works out in post. So, we also need to talk about the aesthetic here. I think the paint here is very clean. Of course, you can maybe have a little bit of shading throughout the body. There's not really a ton here. Not much going on. It still looks good. But there are a few places where I would like to see the wash. Maybe the boots, the pants. Overall, though, the paint that's on his arms is very nice. I really like that this is painted so it doesn't break up the sculpt there. That's really cool. I do like that these are able to articulate. They're a little finicky, though. You gotta really mess with them. But once you can find their spot and tuck them in, it looks great. So yeah, aesthetic here is really nice too. Overall, I'm going to give this figure from Dragon Ball Superhero Piccolo, I'm going to give him a 8 out of 10. He's $35, which I think is a great price point. You get a decent amount of accessories. You can maybe get a little more, but the engineering done here is great, and he's kind of a big guy too. I'll put a size comparison here with a couple other Figuarts, maybe Marvel Legends. You can see he's not very small, so I think that's really good. So yeah, overall, 8 out of 10, very good figure. I'd probably do 8.5. It's definitely closer to a 9 than it is an 8. So yeah, I mean, I think my only gripe is could we just not get one tiny effect part? It could be so small. I'm sure there's some really small effect he does that could have been included. I bet you with this hand, he could have had that little beam that he shoots out or something. Just something. It doesn't have to be much of anything. I know it would cost them a total of 14 more cents, but it would be nice for us to have. So, thank you guys very much for watching this review. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of this figure. Are you going to be picking him up? Do you already have him in your collection? Let me know down below. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, or dislike it if you didn't like it, and let me know why down in the comments below. And until next time, guys, I will see you later.